I'm focused, man.
What's up, y'all? Today I'm gonna take y'all through the process of how I sample. Now I'll be using Maschine. Before I had the MPC 2000, and I never liked the sample. I felt like it took too long, and that whole process I just wasn't feeling. So now that I got the Maschine, I actually like sampling. I still make my original stuff, but I'm trying to like get more than one style, because I see a lot of producers out there, they just follow what's on the radio, which is alright when you starting off, but if that's all you can do, you ain't gonna really have no longevity in this. So I'm working on coming up with different styles or what have you. So today I'm gonna show y'all how I hear a beat and what I come up to it, and I'm gonna take y'all through my process as far as sampling, as far as how do I pick it out, how do I chop it up, and just the whole process for me specifically. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. So when I sample, I go to this website called whosampled.com, and I just listened through what people sampled before, and I came across this ASAP Rocky sample. I'm gonna just play some of it. I see he got it from some group called the Temperance, and I'm gonna play their version from the beginning. And you can see it's real slow, and they just basically sped it up. And a lot of times with songs that was done back in the 70s and 80s, you really can find what you need either in the first 30 seconds of the song, or when they break it down somewhere like around the 2-minute range, they like to break it down and just let the beat play. So I don't want to listen to what they're saying, so I just either go to the beginning or the middle. But basically I liked how the beginning came in. Like, right. So then from there, I personally go on YouTube, which is where this is pointing to, and I'll get the song, you know, copy it to MP3, then convert it into wave, because I use the Maschine, and the Maschine only use waves. So then I'm gonna show y'all, once I get in the Maschine, what's next. So now that I got the sample converted and put into the Maschine, you basically can drag it in or import it in however you want to get it into the Maschine. And then you can see, once you zoom in, when I do samples, I look at the like bass drum with the spikes and the waves, and that'll let me know where to start, and also like where to put my chops, because I don't use auto chop. So this is the whole sample and Maschine. So you can just see like the So from there, I'll go ahead and chop it up into how I want. And I'll show y'all like where my chops are. Hold on. So now that I got my sample chopped up and the pads the way I wanted to have it chopped up, this is what I got. And it's really slow, so I like to speed stuff up like to how I want to. So pretty much you just go in Maschine, you know, map, and just go to how you want to speed it up. That's still slow to me. So I like 7, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of these 7 so that they all speed up to 7. Alright, so from there, I'm gonna go ahead and sequence this out and show you what I come up with. So now that I got my sample in the pad, I want to get the tempo together, and I use the tap tempo feature. So basically I hit the pad, and once the sample starts playing, I'll tap it to try to match the tempo that's going on in that sample. So it says it's about 158.5. So from there, I'm gonna go ahead and sequence this out, and I'm gonna bring the camera out some so y'all can see how everything come together. Alright, now that I'm ready to sequence this in, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And I already know, like, I like Maschine because you can tell which pads you got the sounds assigned to because it shows you. So I'm gonna go ahead and come show y'all what I come up with. Time I record something, I go ahead and quantize it so it's on the beat, but I like how this loops. It loops are pretty good. It's not no gaps and it's not choppy. So then from there I'm gonna go ahead and go to the drums. I always like to do my bass and snare. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Listen back to it to make sure everything is on. It's not good. Alright, now it's good. Then I'm gonna come in with the hi-hats. I messed up on one of the hi-hats, which is no big deal because on the Maschine I just go and highlight that section and copy it, paste it, and just drag it to the little grid where I messed up on. And slide it to that right grid. And it's fixed. Come in with another one. Quantize that. Alright, and on my tracks, I like to have the bass, so I like to follow with a nice 808 pattern to make the drums hit harder. So, go to subs. I'm going to come in with a bass pattern. Much gonna be the beat. I'm gonna put a breakdown into it too, but I don't like to do that all at the same time. I just kind of like to sit back and come back to this a little later. But I do like to put little voices and little catchy stuff in the beat. So I'm gonna go back to the track that had the sample to it, and I'm gonna put this little voice on it. Go back and quantize that. and that whole idea came from this sample from the group the Temperance that I originally heard on A$AP Rocky, but you can take little clips of one beat and turn it into something totally different. And I remember I used to not like sampling. I used to use the MPC, but the Maschine makes everything so much easier because you can just grab it off the net. You don't gotta worry about recording it and anything. You just drag it in there. You can just keep going from there. So I prefer the Maschine. Like I said, I never liked sampling when I had the MPC.